Hello, hello, hello. It is Tracy again, and we're back to continue our talk of the initial topic, which is reversing high blood pressure. My last video, I shared with you how I track what I eat and I made goals for how many steps I'm going to do in a day. Hopefully, you've been inspired by that and you're starting the process as well. If you are, I would love to hear back from you on that and join in. Like I said, everything that I've said so far is free. I make no money off this. My entire desire is to try and encourage you going forward. I'm going to show you some supplements now. We're going to go over supplements. I am a supplement person. We are a natural family. If something can be affected by a healthy natural supplement versus a pharmaceutical, we tend to go that direction. And I believe that what I'm about to show you, all of the medications, three of them, they're kind of on the edge. I want to share them with you anyway, but there are four supplements, excuse me, that I believe play a huge role in my blood pressure changes. Now, I want to make this statement. I am a bad supplement taker. In the past, my medicine cabinet, and we have this huge, huge cabinet in our laundry room, packed full of supplements that I tried for a little bit, a few weeks, and then I went off of them. And I made a goal that I would stay on a supplement. I would get a healthy amount of dosages, so something that would last me for 60 to 90 days, and I would stay on that until the bottle was empty, and then see what kind of changes. And if I've noticed changes, then I'll stay on it. If not, I go off of it. And there have been supplements that I've gone off for different things that I've taken that just didn't seem to work. And I found things that I truly believe work. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. You can choose a different company. These are supplements that I have found and I've tried different brands that I believe work the best for me. So I'm going to go through them. If you're going to ask me what they have done, what things they do, that each one of these, if you look them, if you Google them, if you do a little bit of research in them, you see that each one of these plays a role and has benefits in lowering your blood pressure. One of the first ones that I take, and I actually started taking this because my cholesterol was high and I wanted to start reducing my cholesterol. And that is a good omega-3. This is a particular brand that I like. I like this one a lot. I feel that its potency is very strong. And this is what I take. You may try something else, maybe a different brand. Maybe you can't get this. I buy this one on Amazon. I love it. I will continue to take it. It is a dosage of, let me see here. It is a prescription strength or whatever. Its dosage is 2,350 milligrams of the entire mix. And you take two soft gels. I do it twice a day because I've been trying to reduce um, my cholesterol. That's why I initially started taking it, but I believe this plays a role in it. So I take it in the morning and in the evening. By the way, before I get going, there is something that I do, and there is an application that I use that I'm going to share with you. That is, I have to find it here because I wasn't thinking about it, about sharing this with you, but it does play a crucial role, and it is called blah 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 blah. My therapy. My therapy. I can't show it to you. It's that little one in the corner there that has, what is that? That has the little, that says My Therapy. My Therapy, you can find it on your app market. It's free. But basically, I put in My Therapy mainly for the pharmaceuticals that I take, but I have 2 times a day. That's my times to take medication. I have a reminder in there for the morning, the ideal time for me to take it in the morning, and the ideal time for me to take it at night. It goes off. It will send reminders. I can put it to sleep. I can delay it. But I made a deal with myself that I would not click that I took it until I took it. I was bad about taking medications. Do that. Get that. It's called My Therapy. I'll put a link to it down below in the description. It is that one or another app. This one's free. Doesn't, I mean, they do advertise and ask for some things every once in a while, but it's mostly free. And you can put on there this reminder, set it where you want it, and do it. Take these things like clockwork and know what you take. I have certain things I take in the morning and certain things that I take in the evening. So I want to state that. So again, first thing is a good omega-3, a very good, potent brand. This is Life Extensions. It is super omega-3, great product. Buy it on Amazon. And there, I dropped it on the floor. The next thing that I take, and now I started taking this next thing initially for something else as well. and that is that I have cubital tunnel syndrome, which was brought on by my type 2 diabetes. Basically, there's ulnar nerve entrapment in my elbow, and some of you are going to be going, "Yeah, I got that too," as a type 2 diabetic, and it makes these two fingers basically slightly numb. And so it was getting to the point where it was so distracting and so much of an issue. I started looking through different things. I tried different supplements, and what I came down to start taking on a regular basis is turmeric curcumin. This is Nature's Nutrition. I buy this one online as well. It is 1950 milligrams, and I take it's the supplement dosage is three veggie caps. So three of these capsules is considered a full dose. But I do two of these in the morning and two of these in the evening. So I'm getting over the dose, but I've spread it out some. So this played a role in reducing this big time. If you got some nerve damage, some things like that, try turmeric with curcumin. Now you want to make sure that it has bioperine. Yeah, that's what it's called, I think. Bioperine. It is something that comes with it from black pepper, and it is required for your body to absorb turmeric uh, properly. So make sure it has that in it. If you do a liquid format, I've tried liquid turmeric. Too spicy. I'm a gringo. So there you go. I take two of those in the morning. I take two of those in the evening, like clockwork, same as I do the uh, the omega threes. So there you go. That has historically and statistically does have an effect on blood pressure regulation. So check that out too. Read about it and see for yourself. I'm not here to present the scientific data. You can read about that as well. The next thing, and I believe this probably plays the biggest role whatsoever in what is happening with me and the reduction of my blood pressure, and that is magnesium glycinate. This has a big role in it. Magnesium glycinate. This does a lot for your body. You want to look it up. And specifically the glycinate over some other magnesiums. I have found this one, and I've tried several different types of magnesium. This one has made all the difference for me. And I will tell you another thing that it does. So I take one of these in the morning and then usually just one in the evening because the dosage, and I think this is a water soluble, so it doesn't store in your fat. You want to be careful about that when you're taking supplements. Everything that I take is nothing that's going to cause me damage over time. And so this is. The supplement dosage on this is one. I take one in the morning and I'll take one in the evening, sometimes two in the evening, because there's another part of this that really helps. This really helps me sleep. If you want a good, solid night's sleep, magnesium. Also, magnesium cream, a good magnesium cream, you can rub it on your feet at night. If you like to wear socks, put socks over the top of it, or you can just do it without socks. That will help you sleep as well. But magnesium glycinate, I believe, plays the biggest role. Yes, and part of my lifestyle of lowering my blood pressure of anything else from my research on it and just from taking it, amazing, amazing, amazing. That's the one thing you should get out of everything that I've said. That's the first thing that you should buy. The next thing that I take, and I started this one as well because of my cholesterol being high, which I don't believe that it's high, really. I've done some research in that. I don't believe my cholesterol is high. It looks a little bit high in the numbers the doctors want to put there, but you need to do your research on that because some of those can be elevated. You know what they do oftentimes for type 2 diabetics is they put you on a statin, even if your cholesterol is not high, because potentially you might get high cholesterol. And so they want to put you on a statin. And statins are horrific. I'm sorry, if you're on one, you need to find a way to probably get off that if you can, unless it is like you'll die if you don't take it. I'm just going to say it. You need to look into that. Statins can cause Alzheimer-like symptoms. It can cause a whole bunch of symptoms. I refused to take one when they said that. I was done. That was part of me saying I'm done. That was some part of me saying I'm done. So I started taking this. I've moved around a little bit on this one. I found this particular brand and this dosage, and that is garlic oil. I found this 500 milligram from Puritan's Pride. I like this. I take one of these in the morning and one of these in the evening, and that dosage is one, but I take one in the morning, one in the night. And this plays a big role in blood pressure reduction as well, or regulation. So again, another thing to take. I would say this. If you check your blood pressure at home, start something. take it for an extended period of time. Like I said, I made the deal with myself. I'm going to go a whole bottle. So this magnesium glycinate, 120. So basically 60 days for me would go through that bottle and see if it lowers your blood pressure. If it does some, but maybe not more, you can add these others. I take these other things for other reasons as well, and they're very healthy for you. So there you go. Next thing is something that everybody should be taking, and this one has a low. If you do your studies on this, it potentially could help you with your blood pressure, and that is a really good vitamin C. I take a Bufford C1000 from Now. I like the Now brand. I've tested some others. I like the Now brand. I think it works well. You may disagree with me in that. This one has some other stuff in there, some bioflavins as well. This one I take I because I want to stay healthy, and after COVID came around, I take vitamin C and vitamin D3, which I'm going to talk about here in just a second. And zinc, I take those on a regular basis, keeps me very healthy. That's part of my supplement. But vitamin C is beneficial. Anything that you overuse on vitamin C, take two of these in the morning. I take two of these in the evening. And they are 1,000 milligrams. So I'm getting 4,000 a day, 2,000 morning. Anything in vitamin C that your body does not use, you just pee out. So there you go. That doesn't stay in your system. Next thing is vitamin D. Vitamin D3, again, another Now brand that I really like. This is 1,000 IUs. I believe through my wife has struggled with depression at times in her life. She takes high dose vitamin D and it has stopped that from happening. That and being in the sunlight at least 15 minutes a day. We garden a ton. And so that helps her a lot. She takes a higher dose than I do. I take 3,000 milligrams. We do not have diets in the United States that supply certain amounts of vitamins to them. And if you do some research on food and the food systems, some of the things that have happened to our food over time have stripped a lot of our food of its essential vitamins. The GMO, the genetically modified organisms, the pesticides that get used on them have damaged those systems so much that we do not get them. And so vitamin D is a big one. We have too many people in the United States who suffer from depression and issues like that. And one of the things that can change that is by taking a good high dose vitamin D3. I take 3,000 IUs in the morning. That's it. Don't take any more after that. Works well for me. Just that one time a day in the morning, 3,000 milligrams. And this has some studies that say it can benefit your cardiovascular system as well and help with lowering your blood pressure. That's just a side. These last three are just side things. This one I've already shared with you in a first video I did, and that is milk thistle. The reason I started taking milk thistle and continue is because I take a lot of supplements. All of them, I've been very careful about what I take. I get my blood tested every 3 months because I've been considered a type 2 diabetic in the past. I get my blood tested and I watch all of my liver enzymes. I used to have fatty liver disease. You'll see a video about that. The first video I did was about that. Milk thistle is how I believe that I changed that. This is an easy to take product. It's something that's grown naturally. It is, let's see, this one's got 101, 111 milligrams of milk thistle seed extract, and it's got dandelion root extract of 12.5 milligrams. So this I take to continue to keep my liver healthy. My liver enzymes are perfect now. And I had fatty liver disease to a point where they were telling me that this could be a problem. You could have damage to your liver. I did all this testing, all these scans, everything came out that I was okay, but it slowly reduced over time. And I slowly reduced it by removing, I'll tell you this, you see it in the first video. Actually, just watch that first video. Watch that first video about my fatty liver disease, because that was the first thing that I turned around, and you'll see what it did for me and how I changed my life. So there you go. I truly believe in supplements. I'm a very strong defender of supplements. I take more than what I just showed you, but these four that I initially showed you I think, are crucial to my blood pressure travels and journey. That has brought my blood pressure down to where it's at now. The last three that I shared you play a nominal role in there, but I do believe they're important as well, and they keep me healthy. So there you go. If you start with what I talked about first, which was going on to lose it, or some kind of program to track your food, to track your steps, to set goals, to start walking more, add these to your diet. I would do them a little bit at a time. I did that with the turmeric. I was taking turmeric and alpha lyopic acid for this. And I noticed that this got drastically better. And so I went off of both of them just to see, and it came back with a vengeance. So then I just added in just the turmeric and went back to being where it was in a great place again. So that told me that turmeric was what was doing it. And that's a good way to test it, to try something for a time. Take a whole round of it, or maybe a couple rounds of it, see if it affects you, and then go from there. Instead of ponying up a lot of money, I have had my supplemental container that I take and I pull out every day used to be overflowing. Yet I have weaned it down to things that I know are absolutely healthy for me, that benefit me the most. And like I said, my blood pressure, I told you in the last video, usually is about a 107 over 72, 74 in there. And that's my normal blood pressure. And those things have brought it down, plus my walking and losing some weight. So there you go. You can do this. Supplements are cheap. You can find them cheap. I buy some of these on Amazon, some of them in my local natural grocer. Check it out. Get on something, add some things to your diet, eat healthy. You can beat this thing. You can get off the medications. You can get off that high blood pressure medication if you start taking some steps to do so. So there you go. Happy journey. Peace.